That's the worst advice you can ever get. This is like some HGTV shit.
Yo, what's good, people? Ray here, channel Real Estate with Ray. So I'm going to do a whole different type of approach for some of my videos. This particular playlist is going to be me doing reaction videos to a couple real estate videos. It's all over the internet. Let's get into the first video.
My name is Lindsey and I am 32 years old.
My name is Tyler and I'm 34. And we are living in and renovating a 1934 craftsman-style home.
Yo, that baby, like, I don't want to be in this damn video. Get me the hell up out of here.
Springfield, Missouri.
We bought our house for $310,000 cash and we plan to renovate it for $125,000.
310 cash. They've been stacking money for a while. Wonder where they got the cash from.
When we purchased the home, it was just over 2,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms and 2 baths with an unfinished attic and an unfinished basement, as well as a detached carriage house above a garage and on a triple lot in one of the more historic sought-after areas of town. We were able to pay in all cash for the home by using the proceeds from our previous sale, since they'll fund the renovations and our lifestyle here. Luckily for us, it was a great chance to eliminate our mortgage and live debt-free. Currently, we spent $50,000 renovating the home so far.
They sold their house previously. They bought it for $350 something. They used the cash from a home sold in Florida. They're in a historic area. And in historic areas, it's somewhat difficult to do certain stuff to the home just because of the rules and regulations. You got to get approvals for the city from that.
Every time we do some sort of room makeover, we like to film the process. It's fun for us to look back on, and it also has helped others. We like to show them how we did it so they can do it themselves.
We make a significant amount of money from social media. It varies, as is the nature of social media, so it could be a few $100s a month or a few thousand, but it is extremely helpful to offset the costs of these expensive renovations.
They still own a home in St. Petersburg that they rent out for $2,500 a month. That's not bad. So they keeping one. They have another home. It seems like they bought a home and they bought a second home out in Florida. They sold one and they're renting out another one. So at early 30s, they must have been stacking up money early in the 20s to get 2 homes and then start renting it out. 95 grand from social media. Okay. Oh wow. So they was making 95,000 from social media. Mind you, if they was making it around 2024, they probably been doing that social media around COVID time. COVID time was very good to start doing social media and people watching TikTok, all this type of stuff. And now they have the rental property just bringing them $55K a year.
So we started flipping furniture back in 2020. So we were going on a lot of walks in our neighborhood. We saw a lot of furniture that was just being trashed on the side of the road. So we decided we could furnish our own home with that. And then we started finding more and more pieces that we couldn't let go in the trash. So we decided to kind of make that an extra side hobby / hustle when we started to sell those pieces as well.
Look, they ain't flipping homes, they flipping furniture. $500 a month flipping furniture? Oh shit, that ain't bad. After dedicating more time to upselling, they grew around.
And I think that naturally got us into a little bit more of home design and renovation.
We both had 9-to-5 jobs at the time. I was working in finance while Lindsey was doing marketing for a real estate company. And when we introduced the social media aspect of it, that was kind of our aha moment where we thought there's an extra financial element could push this to being profitable and allow us to quit our 9-to-5s.
Indeed. So 2021, she's 32. So what's that? 4 years ago, she was about 28, and then Tyler left his 6 months later. But
I think our skill sets really balance out. Obviously, with her being a realtor, there's so much added savings there, and her love of interior design. And then I'm more of the analytical, so I crunch the numbers and see what we can afford or what's the best option.
We got a numbers guy. They flipped and sold 7 other homes for a profit of over $500,000. Since 2020, the couple has brought in $1.1 million from flipping homes before taxes. So let's just say after taxes, they gave up half. They still kept $500,000, right? So now, mind you, for all the people who want to be real estate realtors, make sure that you understand this may not happen overnight and you have the success this person have. You have to look at what type of clientele she already had or what type of network she already had.
One of the biggest hacks that we found to helping build wealth is the IRS's primary residence exclusion for capital gains tax. Your primary home, if you lived there for 2 out of the last 5 years, for each single filer you can deduct up to $250,000 tax-free, and if you're married filing jointly, that's up to $500,000 that is tax-free.
So they did it good. They lived in it and then they flipped it out. That's how they kind of grew their capital. I wouldn't say grew their wealth, but grew their capital by flipping out those homes and get more money to do the next.
We purchased the property sight unseen based on the fact that it was a triple lot in one of the most historic neighborhoods, and you could just tell that it had so much of the original charm that was left untouched. We had to kind of remember that with this move, we were buying a house that we needed to be able to definitely live in with a daughter while we were fixing it up.
The original sales price for the home was $399,000, and we were able to purchase it for $310,000.
Our total.
Boy, they found a motivated seller because 80-something thousand off? Crazy.
Monthly cost for like utilities, insurance, and things like that is just over $500 a month. At our previous home, we were probably spending closer to $3,000 a month between our mortgage and utilities and things like that. So this is the first time we've been mortgage free. But we've only lived here for about 6 months. We've got a good chunk done, but we'll be busy for quite some time.
We have a budget for the overall home, and we've broken it down room by room. We're hoping to stay around the $100,000 budget for this entire property. A lot of it was upfront costs like electric, plumbing, and AC, and getting the floors refinished. That was $25,000 in total.
No loans, they use.
So right now we're able to fund a majority of our renovation and our lifestyle still from the proceeds of our Florida home sale.
There you go.
I'm always trying to still be very budget conscious with everything we do.
Before even entering the home, you can see why we chose this house. It has this beautiful wraparound porch that we instantly fell in love with. This is where we love to hang out. You'll find us here almost every evening. We have our seated area and even our grill space.
Typical white picket fence.
Welcome to our living room. This is definitely one of our favorite rooms in the house just because of all the original woodwork throughout, and of course the original fireplace that we fell in love with. This is an old TV that we found on the side of the road that was in the trash. So we gutted it and we ended up turning it into our little wreck.
Man, if they don't get that damn TV out of the house, that look like some shit with a ring to come out and come after your ass. And at that point, you can have this house. This is your real estate, ma'am.
Third corner. Moving on to the kitchen, it feels like it is straight from a 1950s diner. These cabinets are actually metal cabinets and original to the home, and they have a lot of cool quirks.
They even have a built-in baker's shelf that is still functional. It's a little rusty.
Ensuite bathroom. Believe it or not, there was nothing here before. It was just kind of a weird add-on to our bedroom. So we ended up building this entire bathroom from scratch. We were able to fit a beautiful double sink vanity. We spent so long.
Yeah, so typically you wouldn't spend, I mean, it varies on the house too. You wouldn't spend that much on renovating a bathroom. It costs probably half of that to do a bathroom. Again, depending on where you're at, it don't cost that much to renovate a bathroom. And that bathroom looks small, but they did it from scratch.
We have over half an acre of land, which is a lot to us. We actually are hoping to one day build our own pickleball court, and a portion of this.
Here's the lovely.
So, me personally, they could do pickleball court great, but if they can get that land zoned for like, I don't know the zoning criteria over there in Missouri, but if they can get it zoned to where they can put an ADU out there and then rent it out, do Airbnb or something, that can get them some more cash flow. So that'll be a good option for them to do, especially with that much land.
Our goal is to save some of that money and then reallocate it towards fixing up this home, because like we said, this home is going to need quite the amount of renovations over time, and we don't want to drain our savings. My best advice is to just do it. There's so many tutorials and things online. There's so many different styles and it can be overwhelming, but go and grab a gallon of paint and just put some paint on the walls. It's very affordable and temporary. Get some art that makes you happy and go from there, because we've definitely come a long way from our first home and we wouldn't be here if we didn't.
Hey, okay, that's the worst advice you can ever get. This is like some HGTV shit. Don't listen to what she's saying. You want to make sure you really understand what you're getting yourself into, because going to renovate a property ain't easy. You need to make sure you got the cash. They was flexible enough. You see, they had enough cash to even make mistakes and still be fine. Not everybody could do that. So if you got your money right, you can go try to look up some stuff, go buy the house, live in it, how it is at that case. But I wouldn't recommend doing that until you really know what you're doing. And you got some cash to play with to renovate a house like that, especially if you're paying all cash. That's the end of the video today. You know, like I said, if you like these type of videos, this type of insight, like, comment, let me know. Let me know what type of video you want me to do, any type of analysis, insight, or whatever. And hey, I'll see you on the next video.